I don't think I could be more proud than being dean of a school like the Glenn Gould School. The school is so small, its students are so special, and we are really like a big family. And the vision of this school from the get-go was that small works in music. We are artists. You can go to a textbook and learn engineering, said Jim, who doesn't know a thing about engineering. You do not learn how to be a performer, how to be an artist in a book. You learn that with one-on-one mentorship, with a closeness, and that's what we realized from the beginning, and we provide that.
One of the biggest qualities about GGS that I've noticed already is the attitude that the students have towards music, which I really enjoy. I think everyone is very committed and really wants to succeed in this career.
It feels more like a workplace sometimes than a school, because you step in the doors and you feel like you're a professional. And you feel like this is the place where you're really gonna become everything that you could be, and you're gonna reach your full potential.
You walk up the stairs and they creak a little bit, but it only reminds you of the history of this building, and you walk through the halls and there's these big portraits of these very important figures in music, and you're just reminded, this is an important place.
Koerner Hall is the most beautiful hall that I think I will ever play in. It's the most beautiful hall ever. Sometimes you go to the most prestigious symphonies and you're like, man, Koerner Hall is better than this hall.
They get to play in a truly great concert hall. Every student in the school does. And when you play in a hall like that, you hear a sound that you never find in a studio. And you discover a dynamic, and you discover an artistry, an artistic dimension that you wouldn't have found otherwise. So when I see a 17-year-old walk on that stage and play with the orchestra and sometimes do a solo, and I can see they hear that, and they discover things you never discover in a studio or anyplace else. So that's quite special. Not to mention the fact, by the way, that we bring the greatest artists in the world into that hall to play. So in your own building, you can practice until 5 to 8. Go upstairs and hear Sir Arndis Schiff play Bach. And any teacher will tell you a huge part of your education was as a listener. You have to hear great artists play. And our students get to do that in our own building. And they learn something there that you never learn in a studio.
We're 120 students, which is an orchestra. It's the orchestra. So RCO is such a great time in the year every time we do RCO, because we get to all come together and make music, which you don't get at many schools.
It's one of the best orchestras that I've heard, I was just blown away by the level. And, I think at that moment I was like, okay, this is definitely a place where I want to be. This is the kind of environment that I want to be surrounded.
GGS has the best faculty in the country. You have everybody here, people with orchestra experience, faculty who are soloists, faculty who are theory geniuses. You really get every connection that you need to have.
I sent in some tapes, and I had a lesson with Gordon over Zoom, and I really enjoyed the way that he taught, and apparently he enjoyed the way that I sounded. So, we kept talking, and one thing led to another, and now I'm in Toronto.
It's actually Erica Raum that I came here for, because I worked with her at a summer festival in Domaine Forget in Quebec, and in my first lesson I was like, that's it. I have to study with this person. She's way too interesting.
Being around people at GGS here who are committed to the art the same way that I am, it really helps me to stay focused, and it gives me hope that I'm able to have this future that I want.